Hey Paxton. Hey, I'm trying to do a video. I'm trying to do the video. You won't let me set up. Come on. You need to you need to get off the desk. Buddy. Don't make me pull a knife on you. Take that and go play. Leave. All right, I'm probably going to break this video up into two videos because it's going to run long. So, welcome back, Wastelanders. This is Gary here from The Last Ranger, and I decided to do my first recommendation video for just anyone starting out in knives, and I'm going to limit it to up to $80, but most of the knives that you see will be in the $40 to $80 range. So, except for this, but I just wanted to show you a knife that you can get for basically, I think $18. This knife is a slip joint, and it's the Kershaw Culpeper. And if you want to, I don't know, basically go with a super budget knife, I really like this knife. Let's see if it has the steel up front. It doesn't. I don't recall what the steel is. Maybe I'm gonna look it up. It's 7CR 17 MOV stainless steel, and it currently the price is at $25, but I'm telling you, I got it at 18, so you can get it much cheaper than $25. And I would recommend it if you are an absolute beginner and you just want to start out. The Culpeper, it has a traditional looks and a modern materials. It's a really nice knife. It's a slip joint, and it doesn't have any stop points, but it doesn't come in with any clip. But you can add this lanyard to it to aid in pulling out of your pocket. So anyway, let's get on with the show. The first knife, if you're starting out, I would recommend this Scentcut Sidious. It's a Chinese-made knife. It's from We Knives. The other subsidiary is Savi Knives. So it's made by a well-established company. It's their super budget brand. I would call it a super budget brand. You get a really nice knife. It has a stonewash coating on it. It's on bearings, so it has a very snappy detent, or snappy flip. Has a good detent. It's a 9CR 18 MOV, and this knife will run you $40. I'm not including tax, and I'm rounding up. So I got it for $32 because I bought it during a sale. So you can get it on sale as low as $32. Maybe you can get it cheaper if you search on eBay. But it's basically a $40 knife. So next up is the CRKT 6040 Retic. It's RADIC. I say Retic, but there's many CRKT's knives. Oh, I must say, I'm covering most of these knives that they didn't necessarily get released in 2020, but I bought all the knives except one in 2020. So all the knives you see, except for one, and I'll point that out, it's I got him in 2020. So you can still get this knife, but I think it was released maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But I found this knife really nice. For a, basically it's a $41 knife. So, and it comes in 8CR 13 MOV, and it's an assist, and I don't usually recommend assisted knives, but I found this knife being assisted, how it looks, it just struck a chord with me, and I really like it. And you got to get used to the assist because it's a little stiff, but if you could get used to it, by the time you get used to it, your finger will hurt a little bit. So bear with the learning curve of this knife. It's a very really cool looking knife. So I think if you're starting out, it would be a good knife to start out with. So, and again, it's $41. I'll try to keep every knife in frame. So the next knife is it's the Nemesis NK18 Holy Moly, and it comes in 9CR 13 CO MOV. I don't know if that's a printing error. Like I have never seen CO for the MOV, but who knows. And this knife has probably been around 4 or 5 years, but I bought it in 2020, and I'm glad I did because I really like it. It's called it's a brand that's called by Nemesis Knives, and I haven't been flipping this in a while. It's a really cool sheep's foot design. And this is the maker mark. Yeah, I really like this knife. It's a very a fidget friendly knife. And it's a real it's drop shutty. It slices nicely. The only thing I could say about it negatively is that it doesn't have a tip-up carry option. So you have to carry this knife tip down, unfortunately. So this lanyard kind of gets in the way because I can't, it goes down in the pocket. So, and I found this, if you rub up against something really hard or catch this knife in the pocket, like you catch your knife on a door edge or something, this pocket, this clip will bend, but you can, it will just move a little bit or move. I don't know. It didn't. It moved, but it didn't. I moved it back in shape, and it didn't look like it had moved. So, just saying, you can. This clip is not the best clip, the most sturdy clip. I thought about taking the clip off and just carrying it loose in my pocket, but I haven't because I have so many knives to carry. So. Next knife is a Spyderco Tenacious, and I bought this knife this year, but I have many Tenacious. I've probably had maybe 2 or 3 Tenacious in my time, but I felt I needed a new Tenacious because I wanted to dye the scales red, so I bought a tan version of it. It comes in 8CR 13 MOV, and it's $48. Did I say the price of this? It's $45 for the Nemesis. $48 for the Spyderco Tenacious. It comes with a really cool blade. Really fits the hand. This is the basic version of a Spyderco knife. And I feel sometimes I feel that's enough because I'm basically a budget guy kind of guy anyway. And never felt the need to spend more on a Tenacious or a Spyderco than this, but I'm almost intrigued enough to spend more. So I like Spyderco, but I guess I don't like him enough to spend $200 on a knife. So anyway, this next knife is made by Savi, and that's the one of the other child companies of WE knives. So it was previously, it was their budget knife, budget brand, but it's become like the middle brand. It's they make knives in the high 80s to $125, $140 range, I think. So I bought this Savi Wyvern, and it comes in D2. And originally I bought two Savi Wyverns. So I bought a black one just so I could get a black blade, because I originally bought I think this was gray or tan originally before I dyed the scales, and it came with a satin blade. So this knife cost me $50. I'm throwing out a price that I recently looked up, but I'm a really cheapskate, so I look for deals. I probably paid less than $50. I probably paid $40, in the $45 range. So, but these prices are current that I'm giving you now. So if you looked at Knife Center or maybe Blade HQ, it would cost you $50. Just trust me, look around. There's a lot of places that sell knives, and they sell them much cheaper too than Blade HQ and Knife Center. And this is in D2 steel, by the way. I really like this knife. The only thing I dislike is the lanyard option, the lanyard hole. It's small and it's kind of worthless. Next is the SOG Terminus, SOG Terminus XR. The XR means XR lock. You can flick it out, and you can use the XR lock to close it, or you can use the XR lock to it's kind of hard doing this without trashing my camera, but if I didn't have the camera so close, I could flick it out easily. So I recommend this knife if you're looking for a classic, kind of a modern classic take on a knife. Like this knife reminds me of a buck knife. It's made by China, but it designed in the USA. So I really like this knife, and I have this knife in an S35V steel too, but it doesn't fit my range of 40 to 80. So this knife would cost you $55. And I have another SOG, because SOG, this is called the Stout, and it's in D2. I can't leave it out, because this is one of my top knives from 2020. I really like this knife, and I almost left it out because if you want to buy it, you can only get it on the SOG website, but it's not expensive. It's going to cost you $55, and sometimes they run deals that they market 20% off. So it's not a expensive knife, but it's a beast of a knife, and I like to carry it because I feel that this knife, if I was be stranded somewhere, this knife could do everything. I like the two finger choils to choke up on them. You can get a full grip on there, but you can get a 3-finger grip not choked up. But be for real, you choke up on this knife. So if I didn't say, it's in D2 steel. Studies and Observations Group. That's what SOG stands for. But I always call it SOG or SOG. So, and this is a Mikkel Williamson's design. And the owner of SOG, the guy that started SOG, co-designed this. So it's a frame lock. I love this knife.